You good?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is the demo for Faruk, for his colleagues. So basically what we're demonstrating today is the ReGen-X quantum motor and the ReGen-X generator and electric vehicle regenerative acceleration technology. So the ReGen-X motor is different from conventional electric motors in that it performs positive work, meaning it increases the kinetic energy of the system, but it doesn't require input electricity to the motor. The ReGen-X generator recharges an EV's batteries and also accelerates the EV while it's recharging the batteries, and the generator doesn't need any input. So the ReGen-X quantum motor accelerates the EV without electricity. The ReGen-X generator accelerates the EV while recharging the batteries. Okay, so here we have an electric motor, okay, and it's physically connected to this other electric motor. Okay, so if we're talking about a Tesla, for example, or a Rimac, Tesla has, some of their cars have 2 motors in them. Some of them have 4.
Yeah, like Rimacs have 4.
Yeah, Rimacs have 4, 1 on each wheel.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do is we're going to put some electric input to this motor.
Okay.
We're going to use, I'm simulating here what you're going to see here. Okay, but I want you to get a grasp of what's going on over here. So I just want you to get a grasp of some of the fundamental physics. Okay? This motor is receiving electric input. Okay? You're welcome to come over here. We're putting 4 watts into that motor. Okay? This motor is mechanically connected to this other motor.
Yes.
And you can see there's no electric input to this motor. Okay? First of all, if I want to increase the speed of this system, okay, I need to put more electric input into that motor. Okay? It's, according to the existing laws of physics, it's absolutely impossible to make this system's speed go up without putting extra input in there. It's not possible. Okay? So I just want to prove it to you. And when you increase the speed of this motor, you have to pay for it.
That's right.
Okay? So that's pretty obvious, right? Everybody knows that. Everybody knows that. Okay? That's why I'm saying this demo only takes 5 minutes, because we're going to go from here to here. But I want you to get the basics, and I want to get it on video. Okay? Okay? So, what's not possible to do, we cannot increase the speed, and there's a mechanical load on this motor because it's turning that way. Okay? Just so you know that. What's not possible, okay, is this motor, and I want you to either disagree or agree. This motor cannot make this motor go faster without any input. Do you agree or you disagree?
I agree with that.
Yeah, okay. And what also can't happen, well, I already showed you, well, we want to make the speed go up. This number, this is the watts, this is the power that's going to this motor. This number has to go up. Okay? Now, we've already concluded motor cannot accelerate this motor, make it go faster, without input. We've concluded that. And it certainly cannot make this one go faster with no input, while simultaneously making that number go down to 2. Okay, cut its input in half. We agree on that. That's basic, right?
Yeah.
Like, you just have to, everybody accepts that, okay? Now, that's the motor.
Okay.
This, you can see here that this, you can see down here, this is generator rating.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, if this is operating as a generator,
Yeah.
okay, do you also agree that when this is generating output power, as it, okay, like generating electricity, this generator also absolutely does not have the capacity to make this go faster while it's generating electricity.
Okay.
Do you get that?
Yeah.
Like, there's just no way that that can happen.
That's right.
According to the
The physics,
currently
yes.
accepted laws of physics,
Yes, sir.
this is not, what I'm going to show you in a minute is like the absolute most impossible thing that you could ever imagine.
Okay.
And this is why I'm shooting the video,
Okay.
so you can go to your friends or Mate at REMAC, or whoever you talk to, and they're going to say, what the hell did they put in those cookies? What the hell did they put in your coffee? Because it's not possible, okay? And so, again, what I'm going to show you next, here, you can stay there.
Okay, so.
This motor here represents this motor,
Okay.
okay? This is the ReGen-X motor back here,
Okay.
okay? It represents this motor.
Okay.
And, just going to take this off. This is the input to this motor, like
Yes, sir.
what we have here,
Yes.
okay? And this, eventually you may want to bring back an engineer or
Yes.
somebody,
Yeah.
okay? Because we're not we're giving you a high level introduction, okay?
Yes.
We're not, might want to bring somebody back to check the wires and make sure that somebody's not doing something to make it go faster, okay? So, these are the switches for the ReGen-X motor,
Okay.
okay? When the switch is on this side, okay? That's turning on the motor coils,
Okay.
okay? Again, there is no electrical input to this motor, okay? So when I turn them on, I'm using the energy, the electromagnetic field energy
Yes, sir.
that's created in the coil to make the system go faster,
Okay.
okay? And when they're connected, when the switch is on the other side, I'm charging the battery, okay? I'm charging the battery and I'm making the system go faster. So it's the two things
Yeah,
that
I saw that the system going faster when you started it went slow and then there's.
well, I turned it, yeah, but as it warms up, it goes faster.
Yes.
So what I'm saying is, I'm going to show you the motor with no electrical input,
Okay.
and then I'm going to show you the ReGen-X generator.
Okay.
Okay? And in both cases, the speed is going to increase, and we're going to recharge the battery. You're going to see that on these meters. Okay? So this is the battery voltage.
Okay.
And this meter reads the current going to the battery. Okay? And you're also going to see when I go into motor mode. Okay? We're going to start at like 600 watts,
Okay.
something like that. Okay? And then you're going to see it go down to about, well, 400 watts or less than that. Okay? So what I want to establish with you is that And that's why I showed you this.
Yep.
There's absolutely no way, in order to make this system go faster, just like that,
Yep.
without increasing this.
Okay.
There's no way. And yet I'm gonna do it in motor mode, and then I'm gonna do it in generator mode. So when this is in an EV, okay, the coils, the ReGen-X motor that's in the EV is going to help get the EV up to speed, okay? Now, if this was in a Rimac or a Tesla
Yeah.
or whatever, both motors would be receiving power in order to accelerate the car,
That's
okay? Both motors would, even in the ReGen-X. Then once it's up to speed, okay, once you've built up the inertia in your vehicle, you take the power away from this motor, okay, and you can use it as a ReGen-X quantum motor or a regenerative acceleration generator. There's going to be a computer in the car. It's going to decide what's the best operation of this, and it's going to help this motor while reducing the power consumption, or it's going to generate power back to the battery in regenerative acceleration mode. That's why we're shooting the video, so you can look at this 100 times and it'll start to come together, okay? So, again, this is going to be super obvious,
Okay.
and for anybody that comes in order to verify what you're seeing, there's absolutely no electric input to those motor coils,
Okay.
just like we have there.
Yes,
okay?
sir.
So, put my glasses on. You want some glasses?
No,
You're
it's
fine. You're fine.
That's okay.
It's this thing kind of goes pretty fast. So. is that your car goes faster. And you have to take your foot off the pedal, off the gas pedal, because your EV is going faster and the motor is consuming less power.
Or we have an artificial intelligent system that has, just like yours, is very special, that we can make the computer tell.
Yeah, the computer just, when it's in an EV,
Yeah.
this is why REMAC is a good, because
REMAC is a brain to the technology as well.
REMAC is actually a computer company that went into EVs.
Yeah.
So they would be able to design the CPU that dictates what function the coil performs.
Thank you. Yeah.
So is it receiving power from the battery? Is it operating as a generator, as a regenerative braking coil? What function is it doing? And so a conventional coil that's in any of these, okay? In this, for example, it has two functions. The coil has only two functions: as to operate as a motor coil, okay, or a generator coil.
Okay.
That's it. Those are the only two options. And the ReGen-X coil has 5 operational options. 1 as a motor coil that receives power. 2 as a generator coil that provides regenerative braking. Okay. 3 as a ReGen-X quantum motor coil. 4 as a ReGen-X motor coil, which you're not seeing today, but it's part of the IP.
Yeah.
And then the ReGen-X generator, which accelerates the EV when it's recharging the battery. So that's my 5-minute, either I'm full of shit or I'm not thing.
No, you're
Okay, so somebody comes to see this. In 5 minutes, they can figure out if it's real or not. Now, here's what happens next. Okay, what happens next is either you hire somebody to come and look at the wires and make sure I'm not sending power or do. Oh, I want to show you one more.
Just before you go, like
I'm not
one
going.
of
I just want to do one
Okay.
thing because I want to make sure. I want to make sure that nobody that you're working with or whatever it is saying that he's taking power from the battery to the coil. Okay?
Okay.
So I'm disconnecting it. Okay? I'm disconnecting this battery. And I'm going to do the same thing again. I'm going to do the same thing, but we're not going to do the battery. We're not going to charge the battery. We're just going to do the motor. Okay? Okay? I think it's important for your point because if I was cheating somehow, maybe what I'd want to do is take power from that battery and put it into the coils and give them power, which I'm not doing. That's why I disconnected it. And so let's fire it up again, and I'll just do the motor again. Okay? Because what I want is when you leave, I want you to have as much exposure to what's going on to be able to say, this is what I saw, and enough for people to say, well, yeah, okay, you know.